My name is Chelsea Charles. I'm 18 years old, and in 2011, on July 20th, I had a baby girl named Kalia Jeffrey. It was the most amazing feeling ever. I'll never forget that day. They brought her back from the NICU, and first they gave her to my boyfriend, and I was so mad because I didn't get to hold her first. But then he was like, "Here, you can hold her," because I know he knew I'd be upset. And then I first held her, and I was just amazed and like stunned that it was finally happening. We brought her home, and everything was fine, and my cough was just progressively getting worse since labor. And after we were home, she was fine for the first week, and then during the second week, she started to sneeze a little bit. So when she was 2 weeks old, I was like Googling stuff, and the only thing that caught my eye was whooping cough. So I started getting really scared because it was deadly to newborns. I was coughing pretty bad at that point, but she wasn't coughing. She just sneezed a few times. And at that point, I was really scared that that's what we had, and my whole family just thought I was completely nuts. So I walked her to the walk-in clinic. At that point, she wasn't really sick or anything. She was just sneezing. And about 4 days later, she was getting blue around the eyes. She wasn't really keeping food down. So we took her to the emergency room, and they told us that her oxygen level was a little bit low. About 5 days later, she quit breathing, and about 6 doctors rushed in the room, and they just said that it was time to move her to her separate room and put her on a ventilator, and I couldn't stay with her anymore. Over that night, they had to do a blood transplant because her white blood cells were too high, and they only called me once that night for the permission to do that, and then we went out there the next morning, and she started shaking and twitching, and we were witnessing her first seizure. It was just getting really scary at that point, and it was hard to watch because she looked really sick at that point. And she had tubes in her throat, and she had all these IVs in, and she was on a bunch of pain medicine so she couldn't feel it, which was good to know that she couldn't really feel it anymore, but still hard to see. The next morning when we got there, they had told me that she had several seizures overnight, but they didn't call me when those were going on, which like really upset me. And they were trying to test the brain to see if it was still normal. That was the first day they told us that there was a chance that she couldn't make it. And I just kind of went numb at that point and kind of just shut everything off and I just didn't want to listen to it because I didn't believe it at all. And they told us that day that the last option was the ECMO machine, and the machine would just make it so her body could get stronger to fight it off by herself because it bypasses the lungs and the heart. And the next morning they called me at 10 and they told me that the machine wasn't working and it started cutting out, and they told me that her chances were getting lower. So my whole family came down there that day, and at about 6 o'clock that day, they took my whole family into a little conference room, and they told us that there was no way that the machine was going to work any longer, that it just wasn't working right anymore. So they asked me how I wanted to let her go. They asked me if I wanted to hold her or if I just wanted to take her off life support. I started bawling, and I told her that I wanted to hold her. So they set up a little couch, and they got her dressed, and they got her a like big pretty blanket. And my whole family went in there, and they placed her in my arms, and everybody said goodbye, and then everybody left, and it was just me and Tanner, and I was holding her, and we were telling her that everything was going to get better, and that she'd be okay now, and she wouldn't have to fight anymore. And then they took her off life support, and then she tried to take a breath, and within seconds she was just gone.